So from there we go to effects of divorce or the results of divorce. Number one, children of divorced parents suffer psychologically. Yes, they have psychological. Even if your parents are fighting and you don't say something, yes, in your heart you can feel it, right? Because they can say it's really when they're abusing each other, they can say some things which are very, very hurtful to each other, right? Very hurtful, and you are psychologically affected. If the woman remains, the children from their previous marriage may experience rejection in the new home. So, if the woman, for example, remarries, and then the woman takes the children to the next marriage, yes, those children suffer rejection in the new marriage. Also, if the husband remarries and said, I want my children, and then is given his children, right? In the new marriage, the children are mostly rejected. It leads to single parent families, yes? Because now you also have to separate with the children, right? So you have to have the single family, so it leads to single parent families. And divorce are a great temptation to turning into prostitution. You can easily turn into prostitution after divorce. I told you, if you divorce because of what? Poverty, extreme poverty. Rarely are divorced women who remarry fully accepted in new husband's family. So, yes, it's rarely they accepted there. The women especially, they're never, that's another effect of divorce. So from there we go to unplanned pregnancy. What is unplanned pregnancy? It's pregnancy, it's when you discover that you're pregnant and you did not want it. That is, you did not plan for it. That is unplanned pregnancy. So what are the causes of unplanned? What causes you to have pregnancy that you do not want? Number one is premarital sex. For example, you have sex with what? Before marriage, or you have sex when you're here in school. Or extramarital sex. Extramarital sex is whereby it's just like adultery. You go to have sex with someone that is not your husband, yes? Or the wife goes, or the husband goes to have with another woman that is not the wife. That is extramarital sex. Also, another cause of unwanted pregnancy is incest. That is whereby you sleep with your your own blood relative. Another cause is prostitution. If you're involved in prostitution, you can get pregnant, or you can easily get an unplanned pregnancy. And lastly, also failure of family planning methods. Even if, did I teach you about family planning methods? No, we are yet to go to that point. Some of them do what? Fail. Yes, you hear parents talk all the time. Some of you even product of failing what? Family planning. Your parents said, oh, I'll not give birth to other children. All of a sudden, you're there. Yes. Most of them are not 100%. They're never 100%, and people never want to listen to it like that. So, failure of family planning methods. And also, rape. Yes? Rape is another cause. Effects of unplanned pregnancy. What are the results? Number one is it causes you to have frustrations and stress. Because you're feeling guilty, and you're feeling shameful. So there are frustrations. Rejection of the pregnant girl by the parents or the relatives. So in basic term, you're rejected by the community at large. You're rejected by the parents or relatives and friends. Another result is that it causes a dropping out of school. Because now you're pregnant, you have to drop out to go give birth. On other instances, the parents don't want to no longer continue paying for your school fees, so you end up dropping out of school. But nowadays, that one I think is catered by the government. Even if you're pregnant, you stay until you're what? You come into what? Into term, and then you go give birth and come back. But during that time for giving birth, you are wasting, because the baby should suckle for no less than what? From school, no. Nowadays, at work we were increased. Now we are going for 4 months. If I get pregnant, I go for 4 months and come back. But the best one is for EABL and Safaricom. EABL, you go for 1 year. Hey, that is good. You can just leave your child comfortably and you go do your things. I should be working there. That is good. Even Safaricom is like 8 months. That's a long time. So you drop out of school because you have to go and give birth. It also causes abortion and suicide. Yes, there's some of the girls who've killed themselves due to unplanned, or even people. Abortion is the highest rate. We've even talked about it. Some of the mothers abandon their babies while others kill them. It's called infanticide. You discover you have an unwanted pregnancy, so you kill the child. Or you ensure that you come into term with your pregnancy, and then you give birth, and then you throw away the child. Many people have done it, right? Yes. Many of them have done it, and it is wrong. It is wrong. Nowadays, it is not that rampant. Have you ever seen a thrown baby away? Hey, so it is still there. Jesus. Stop throwing babies away. If you've already gotten pregnant, just give birth. You don't know whether that child is the president. You don't know. How do you know? I can tell you people who are from single parent who are making it. Mutoa, who was here, single parent. Yes? The former governor. Yes? A single parent. Who else do you know? There are few people who have forgotten others. Why have I forgotten all the others? There's another one. Not even one, two. It's called who? This Nigerian billionaire. The first one in Nigeria is called what? Something. It's called what? The billionaire. Yeah, I don't know. It's called who. He's also from single parenthood. I know a few. I don't know why I've forgotten them. So don't throw away a child. Just I'd rather even you give birth to a child and you take them to the what? To the children homes. Yes? I told you there's one in Kitui, but here there's a children home here. Huh? There's here. Where exactly here? Where? Kani. Oh, that is good. That is very good. So Christian teaching on unplanned pregnancy. Yes. So number one, the church supports the right of every child for education. So that means they're against it because it's supporting the right for you to get education. Also, Christians teach that children are a blessing. Yes. They are a blessing. So they should be done what? They should be protected. Another teaching on Christianity about unwanted pregnancy is that the church, are we talking about, what are we talking about? No wonder. I'm sorry. We say that children are a gift and a blessing from God. Yes, they should be protected. Also, sex should be used for the right purpose. Because you're getting the unwanted pregnancy, because you did not use sex for the right purpose. And in Christianity, what did I say the sex is for? Procreation. And it should be only practiced in what? In marriage. Also, another teaching on unwanted pregnancy in Christianity is that couples or Christian couples are urged to plan their what? To plan their families. You plan your families, you're going to have 2 children and only 2 children. And you stick to that so that you don't get unwanted pregnancy, and you ensure that you plan it well, that even if you enjoy your rights in marriage, you don't get unwanted pregnancy. Also, the church upholds the sanctity of a woman's life. Yes, because it's given by God. That is, it upholds the holiness of a woman. And lastly, the church provides moral and support to teenage girls who are what? Pregnant. So that means that they want them to be protected. So the church provides support to those girls or teenage girls who come pregnant. Which church do you know supports those girls? Do you know any church? Huh? Because it's written in books. My church I have not seen. I won't lie. Yours, if your church supports, just raise up your hand so that I know. See? Jesus. And we are told love each other. Christianity, you see, we are being told we love everyone, regardless of what they do. Due to it, you've forgotten now. You forgot. You should love whether they have it. You should support them because they've already had it. Yes, you support them so that they can be able to change. So from there, we are going to children living on the street. They are called what? Street children. Yes. So factors that have led to children on the streets. Do we have children on the streets around here in town? No, I've only seen them in Nairobi, right? Street children, yes. So what brings forth those children on the street? Number one is poverty, yes. They cannot be able to get any money from their homes or eat, so they end up in the street. They don't have even anywhere to live at home. So they end up on the streets. Number two is the urbanization. Urbanization is whereby a family moves to the urban area, to a town. Maybe for work and also to raise the family there. But when they get there, they're not able to sustain their what? Their families. They cannot be able to get their job for a particular reason, or they cannot be, to take care of the family. So now why we have street children is because even the mothers nowadays send the children there so that they can start borrowing money, yes? And living on the streets. Actually, it has gone to bounds whereby the mother is also there and then tells the child, I'm here. Can you go ask that man for money? Yes, I've seen it several times. What I usually do, if the child is sent, I tell them, come. If there's something to eat, I go buy it and I tell him, can you eat? I'll wait for you. The child eats, says, I'm waiting. I'm not in a hurry. You eat, and then I tell you, go. So that I can see. Some of the mothers go beyond and start caning the child. But now, even if you cane him, he's already what? Eaten. Because if I give you the money, I don't know where the mother is taking the money, right? But if the child is hungry, yes, I've already fed, yes? God says that you help like that. God doesn't say when you help, you give money, just someone doesn't see. There are schools whereby if you cannot see, you're supposed to go to that particular school, right? So that you can be able to take care of yourself. Those people who are sick, you see someone who is burnt, and then they're lying on the street, you help them. Number one, that wound should not be what? Exposed. You should go to the hospital. Why are you exposing it? And the treatment is for free, yes? Even your community church can be able to pay for your what? For your treatment. Another cause or another factor that leads to street children is what? Child abuse. Child abuse is whereby children are abused by their parents, that they opt to be on the street where they're living, yes? If your parent there are those parents who, instead of correcting the child, they go to bounds whereby they can be able to even ban the child, yes? I've heard about a parent who was a smoker, and then a child does something, you send them, and then they lose money, and then you ban them with that cigarette that you're smoking, yes? Yes, I've seen there are parents who are wild. So that child, as he's growing up, he can opt to be on the streets than in that home. Another factor is death of parents. If the parents are dead and they don't have anywhere else to go. And lastly, there is broken values. That is breakup of traditional African values. Yes? That is some of the families don't want to take up a responsibility of taking care of a child that doesn't have what? Parents.